Hey guys, it's Mr. Salazar here. I'm heading to the river. Should be a pretty good day of fishing overall. I heard the chum are in and they're a lot more aggressive than the Chinook and the Coho. So hopefully we'll get into a couple of them. See you guys on the river. So I drove past where I was going to park this morning for the first spot we were going to go to. And I'm not lying to you, there had to have been at least 40-50 cars parked there. That just means the lower river is loaded with people right now. And I'm going to try the upper river first this morning, see if I can pull out a couple nice ones. I heard up here they're only getting older looking fish. So we will see how this goes. So this right here is a holding pen. I don't know if you'll be able to see the fish really because of the glare. But when the fish make it back to the hatchery, they go up a little chute and they come into the holding pen. And this is where they keep the fish until they get a little more ripe, so that way they can spawn them for future generations. There's quite a few fish in here right now. I can see them with my polarized glasses. But as you can see, there's fish jumping and rolling. I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but there's a lot of fish down in there. Looks like a black cloud of fish. There's a bunch of fish back there. A bunch of fish waiting to come up. Here's a different angle of where the fish are holding. There's hundreds of them just sitting right here at the back. Hundreds of them. You can see some of them are getting into their spawning colors already. They don't like me being here. There's literally hundreds of them right here. Alright, I'm gonna go down, try my luck, see if we can get a few. Oh. I don't know if that one was chasing it, but it was a zombie looking one.
Yeah.
Do you use spoons a lot for?
I've had pretty good success with Coho and Sean with spoons.
Spoons?
Yeah. I've never got a king salmon on a spoon though.
I've never used a spoon really, so.
I think the water might be a bit too shallow for it. Usually I've had better success in like deeper pools. Steelhead too, I've done pretty good with spoons.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I know an older guy, all he uses is spoons.
Really?
Yeah, and I could be doing the same exact thing as him, and he'll hook them and I won't. You're stuck on a rock or something like that. Got one.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Woo. Right into the net.
Decent one. I think I can get brighter though. Shouldn't take my chances probably, but That one, as soon as I started reeling, it was on. So I think if you were to drop a twitching jig in there, maybe. Because as soon as it dropped in there. Oh, my bad. So right here, there's two sticks. It kind of makes a V.
Okay.
Right. There's the edge of the stick. So go on the inside of that a little bit, and then it'll just drop right in there. Oh, you're perfect right there. Miss one?
Yep.
This might be too bright for him. Oh, I must have hit one on accident. Got a scale. Seems like those guys are just having a heyday right there.
Yeah.
Oh. Doubles, but not in the right way.
Yep.
This looks like a Chinook. Yeah. Hey, chill out, buddy. Chinook. Chill out, buddy. I've done this before and gotten a hook in the hand, so I'm very careful.
Yeah.
You guys didn't get to see everything, but I broke 2 rods, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. The paint has come off of it because of how often I've used it today, but Accidentally got one in the back. And the fish is gone. Oh. Got one, ate it. Oh. It just broke me off. Broke my snap swivel on that one. Finally got one to eat and it broke my snap swivel. That's wild. Can't believe that. Okay, on to the next one. Let's try this one. If you followed me on Facebook, you saw me post this one on my story the other day. Just tied this, I think, on Tuesday. I think. Tuesday or Thursday. What I'm doing now is I'm pinching my barb. Make sure there's no barb because it's not worth a $100 ticket for leaving it on there. Can't believe that. Okay. Ooh. I see the fish that has my other one in its mouth. Got it. Got it. Oh, it's got to go back. on, fishy. Go that way. Oh. I got my jig back, but I didn't get it legal that time, so can't keep it. I don't know if you guys can even see him down there in the water. Got one, got one, got one. This is a nice old buck. You can tell it's a buck by its nose. Hopefully you can see its nose right there. That hook nose. That's how you can tell it's a buck. Off he goes. Oh. Got one, got one. It's another big red one. Call them red Freds. He choked it. Well, not quite choked it. A little too much color once again for me, but look at that jig I tied a few days ago. Pops right out. That's what the barbless hooks are for. Here we go. Okay. Let's switch to our bobber rod. Okay. We're gonna move it up a little bit. Gonna start turning, of course. Okay. So this river is a single hook river, so I have to cut off one of these hooks. Gotta pinch the barb. It's not worth the ticket. Gotta take one of these glass beads. I'm gonna tie this up real quick. So I like to put it to where it's about 3 finger lengths. above the hook. And what this is going to be my stopper for my bead that I'm going to put on here in a second. I'm just going to use a uni knot. Well, the same thing you'd do if you're doing like a bobber stop knot. And it looks like that. So here's my hook. And then it goes to this bead. And then I'm going to put a sequin on it. Sequin goes on there and it sits like that. So hook, line to the bead and the sequin, bead and the sequin. Then I take a soft bead or a hard bead, doesn't matter. Let's go with this one. Take a soft bead, thread it on there. And it sits on top of the sequin like so. Ooh, like so. And I take my scissors, cut off my old one because the hook broke off. Make sure if you cut off any line or anything, you're taking it with you, not to leave it at the river. Because what'll happen is when the water rises from rain, which is raining right now, all this that gets left on the bank will just wash into the river, and then it'll get stuck in one of the holes that people are fishing. It's really starting to rain right now. Wet your knot, cinch it down. And just like that, we're good to go. I'm not gonna give this much longer, honestly. I'm gonna hopefully get one or two here real quick and then get out of here, hopefully. Let's go underneath this tree right here. Woo. There were a couple guys fishing underneath here earlier, and they said it was loaded. Which, I see a few fish. I don't know that it's necessarily loaded, but I see a few. There's a few fish right here. Oh, we're stuck. Okay. Oh, my bobber's doing a little something weird. No.
believe they're both hens, which means they have eggs, and I'm just going to give them to a buddy. They're not the prettiest fish, but they're keepers. Let me get my egg container. So it's very important when you're taking care of your fish that you bleed them. If you don't bleed them, then the meat quality will go down, as you can tell it's raining in. So we're going to take this first one. It's a hen. So we got some eggs here. I'm going to take these eggs and put them in this container to be cleared up later. I'm going to cut this other one open real quick just so we have all the eggs done and over with. So don't leave the container open on accident. Look at all the eggs we got just from those two fish. We're going to dig them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fish and weigh it out. So it's going to cut there behind the head. The meat's a little pale, but that's alright. I'm going to have it get smoked. So it's not the end of the world. Gotta take this line out here. You don't want that on there, especially when you're eating. If this were a buck, what I would do is I would take the rib bones out. But since this is a hen and it's going to end up going in the smoker, I'm just going to leave it. The reason being is this piece right here is so thin, if I were to take these rib bones out, there'd be practically nothing there. So, just trying to get that as good as I can. What I do is I cut a hole right here for my finger to go through, so it's easy to access the fillet and move it around. Then cut this fin off. Okay, so then that right there is one fillet done. Gonna cut that in half. And it's gonna end up going in a bag. Oh, I didn't mean to cut it in actual half. Okay, now we're gonna do the second side. Oh, butcher it. Saved it, almost butchered it. So getting some of those bones off of there. Once again, gotta get this off of here. This is like part of the bloodline. Well, not bloodline. Maybe it's the bloodline. Once again, taking that fin off of there. This is ready to go. And give these a final rinse later when I get home. Cut that in half. Okay, now that's one fish. Done. I'm gonna save this right here because I'm gonna go throw it back in the river. This is a good thing about having a fishing truck. I don't care if I get it all dirty. Plus with this rain, it'll get rinsed off here real soon. See if this one has any better meat quality. It's better. Still not top-notch meat quality, but if you wanted to bake this one, you could. Once again, just get this bloodline off of there. This is just stomach lining. Once again, cut it in half so it goes in the bag easier. These guys are down there filleting where I wanted to be, but got somewhere to be, so just trying to go quick here. One thing that's important when you're filleting fish is having your knife angled down towards the spine the whole time. Because if you angle up at all, what you're going to do is you're going to end up losing a lot of that meat. So like that, that's a pretty good fillet job. Straight down to the spine, not much meat there left. If you wanted to, you could take a spoon, scoop this all out for like salmon patties or something. You can take the collars right here and smoke those. You can smoke this whole if you wanted to, honestly. You can take the cheeks, which are right here, but they're pretty small most of the time, so I don't even bother. Once again, gotta take the skin off. And then get this line out of there. Very good fillet job here. Once again, cut it in half so it goes in the bag easier. The most important thing with filleting a fish, I've seen a lot of butcher jobs where people don't know really what they're doing. And that's okay, everyone has to learn somewhere. But it really helps out a lot if you have a sharp knife. If you don't have a sharp knife, this might take you a minute. So let's go ahead and grab our bags for our fish. I'm going to put one fish per bag. So put the tails of the first fish in here, body portions of the second fish. And the reason I have them meat to meat right now is just so the bones don't puncture the bag. Those spine bones, they will puncture the bag if you leave them on there sometimes. Especially especially on bigger fish. Bigger fish have bigger bones. So, all right, this is ready to take and process for the smoker. So from our fish, we got 2 bags of fillets and eggs. So eggs.